emotional.
I know. I was going to tear up.
I know. You're the emotional one.
I am the emotional
one. We
got
to clean it up because Chris DeMarco's on the air and he's going to judge us for getting emotional here. We're getting emotional over the Blazers, Chris. What up, Coach? Good morning. We got you back on. I promised him. I said no matter what happens with the hotel room, I need Chris DeMarco on because he would never let me live down, bumping you for whatever knows. Well, I don't even know what we bumped you for last summer. What's going on, Coach?
It was talk about shoes or something, man. I'll never forget.
Oh, man.
Wait, so are you a shoe guy? Like, you got an extensive?
No, we bumped him for a shoe guy.
Oh, we bumped him.
I forgot what we bumped him. Yeah, he doesn't know. He was coaching the national team in the Bahamas, right, Coach?
Oh man, that sounds like
Yeah. We were. I think we were about to start, so we were getting close. Yeah, but it's all good, man. I know you're busy. I know you're big time.
No, Chris, you're big time. You've been with the Warriors for 12 years. No, he is big time. He's one of my favorite guys, man. I love Chris, man. You always see him in the inner Richmond. But you guys are up in Portland right now, and you guys are playing well. You guys are playing some really good basketball. 16-4 in your last 20 road games, 25-11 in your last 36. Do you feel like, Coach, right now you guys are playing your best ball?
Yeah, I think we're right there. I think we're finally getting healthy. We're finding the right combination. So, as you said, 16-20, we won 8 and 9. We got some good momentum right now going into the play-in.
Have you been as surprised as we've been with Trayce Jackson-Davis and just where he started the year versus where he is now and how important he is to just winning and losing on a nightly basis?
Yeah, I mean, I should shout out the young coaches in the video room. They were telling us from day one, before a lot of us got a chance to see him up close, that like Trayce could really play and he was going to help us this season. And he just continued to develop. He's super coachable. And I think he gives us another dynamic, on both sides. So offensively, he's a good finisher, and defensively, just anchoring the defense behind the play, some rim protection. He's young and can run a little bit and all that, and it's kind of added, a lot of value to the team.
Coach, what in your mind has fueled this second-half surge? Has it been the return to Draymond Green? Has it been Andrew Wiggins? He's playing well. Jonathan Kuminga's rise in his third year. What in your mind has been the reason for this second-half surge?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of all that. I think, a lot of our guys have really been playing well. Wiggins has been incredible recently, as you said. Kuminga gave us a lift. Chris has been super steady off the bench, playing the one. And Gary Payton's been phenomenal recently. We just had a lot of contributions, and we found a good little zone right now, and we're playing well.
Coach, you've basically been tasked with player development. At least that's what your title kind of suggests. And I'm sure that on some level, every coach is there for player development, right? But like, honestly, when you were not just an assistant coach, but working on the player development, is it player to player and you're working with a long-term plan? Like, break it down, because I do think, just seeing Podziemski develop this year, or Trayce Jackson-Davis, or Jonathan Kuminga ascend, I don't think people understand what goes into the day-to-day grind between the coaches and the young players putting in the work.
Yeah, I mean, we have a large staff now, and a huge focus is on developing players. And it's an everyday thing. Even today, guys who didn't play much last game, or low-minute guys, they'll be over at the gym right now with our young coaches, playing 3s, 4s, 5s, working on actions offensively and defensively. It's an everyday thing, and you can see it helping us, late in the season as these younger guys understand the NBA game more and continue to help. Not only as they start to learn the league with personnel and how to be in the right spots defensively and offensively, those young fresh legs get in the paint, being able to sprint both ends. I think you see those contributions, and it's because of our development team and how much time they put in, how much film they watch with these guys.
Talking to Warriors assistant coach Chris DeMarco, has been here for 12 years, been along for the entire ride with Steve Kerr, 4-time NBA champion. And so watching Klay Thompson this season, obviously he's a polarizing figure with this team. He's an upcoming free agent, but really just watching him play, coming back from that 2-year hiatus with the leg injuries. And you see him last year lead the league in made threes to shoot 41%. And then this year, having to have a role adjustment here, coming off the bench. Now he's starting again. Now he's playing his best basketball. What would you say to the audience about Klay Thompson and how he's tried to navigate his career knowing that, hey, I may not be the same player, but I could still be effective? How's that been day-to-day with Klay Thompson, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, he's just such a weapon offensively. You know, even if he's not touching the ball, if he's not in the action, guys guard him all the way up to half court. You know, if you go into a game, we're playing Portland tonight, you know, he's going to be heavy in the scouting report. So it opens up everybody else offensively, just him being out there. And he's an unreal competitor. You know, he just loves to play basketball, loves to play the game. You could never have enough of those guys. I remember even the Charlotte game that he missed recently. The guy was just grumpy the entire game. You know, he just wants to be out there playing. So if you can have guys like that who love the game, you know, who are winners, like, it's always going to help.
All right, Coach, let's play a little rapid fire. I want to learn more about your relationships on the team, okay? So I'm going to ask you some questions, and you can pick anyone on the staff or any one of the players, okay? Guy that you want on your team if you're playing video games.
Guy I want on my team if I'm playing video games. I'll take Draymond.
Okay. Guy most likely.
I love to talk trash. If I had somebody else rolling with me, it'd be nonstop. Like, I'd love it.
All right.
You win before
the
the game
guy
starts.
who's least likely to pick up the bill at a big restaurant.
Oh,
I ain't doing that. No, you're not getting me on that.
All right, who's the guy that you? Who's the guy who makes the best company at dinner?
Who makes the best company at dinner? I'm gonna give it to my guy Ron Adams.
I knew you were going there. I knew he was going. With
yeah, I'll give it to Ron. I give Ron a hard time too. I'll give him a little love. You know, we share an office. We spend a lot of time together. You know, I do a lot of dinners with Ron, so it's definitely enjoy his company. And you know, he's seen it all. He's been in the league for 50 years. So,
By the way, why don't you quiz Chris DeMarco about the North Beach District?
Oh,
how about that?
What's your favorite bar in North Beach?
Favorite bar in North Beach? Wow, that's a good question.
Okay, may not want to reveal that. We don't need the paparazzi code to find Chris DeMarco.
Yeah, I would just. I mean, I love that area of Chubby Noodle, the old Don Pizos.
Yeah. Yep.
I like Cafe Sport.
Oh, you're a Grant Green guy, huh?
So Tamari, I like that. Original Joe's.
Oh yeah.
Yep. They got the game on.
Oh yeah.
I was able to watch the national championship game the other day while having dinner. Like, so you know, I'd say that area, about 3-block radius.
I like that. All right, the guy that you don't want to be in the front seat if they're driving.
Ooh. Why are you trying to get me on these?
Because I want to know more about these guys.
Hey, make sure Chris DeMarco's not me, Bonte Hill. That's Joe Shaskin and Blitzer asking.
I would assume it's Joe Lacob. I'm sure he's got a heavy foot driving.
Joe Lacob doesn't drive.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Let's do this differently. Guys, I would, if they were flying a 4-seater plane, that I'd be comfortable being in the passenger seat.
Yeah, who's that?
I would say Klay, Steph, Chris Paul.
Have you been on Clay's boat?
Yeah. I need my pilot not to get shook.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow.
That's a great answer.
If you really think about it, like, you know, one bad move, you're in trouble. So I'd say that.
All right, so you're in the woods. All right, and one of you legally would like to shoot down a deer, okay, because we're in hunting season. Who's the guy most likely to actually pull that off?
Oh, definitely our shooters. Yeah, I mean that one's easy. That's got to be Steph, Klay. I don't know why, but I feel like Gee could do it too.
Geese head toss.
Really?
I like Geese head toss. Right? We did this little Waymo series, man. He saw the Buffaloes. He was like, "Whoa, look at the Buffaloes." Anyway, let's get back to basketball real quick. What has been the biggest challenge? You're bringing up all these players here, so I got to ask you about the rotations because we get calls about the rotations every single day. What has been the biggest challenge for this coaching staff in managing the rotations this season?
Well, yeah, I mean, you get injuries and players missing, so stuff changes game to game. But you know, I think we found a good rhythm with Draymond and Trace as the 4 or 5. You know, allows Draymond to be a little bit more free out there, and Trace still protecting the rim, and I think it's given our defense a boost. But yeah, you always want enough guys who can attack the paint. You need some shooting out there. But I do think, you know, even Pajemski and Chris, we got different guys who can really handle the ball now, and I think we found the right combinations. But it is a challenge, and it's also a challenge. You know, you play Portland one day and then New Orleans the next, and those lineups look differently. And you got to figure out how to guard versus size, and maybe the previous game was versus speed. And so I think you just got to find the right balance. But, it changes all the time in this league.
What do you guys got in store for DeAndre Ayton? How do you slow him down tonight?
Yeah, Shasky's worried about the Blazers, Chris.
Well, I mean, he scored 26 in the last however many games.
26 to 13. He's balling right now.
He's tough, man. You know where he's from?
The Bahamas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
So Chris got the insight. So I expect DeAndre Ayton tonight to have 9-9 because of Chris's expertise on DeAndre Ayton. He knows the ins and outs of DeAndre Ayton's game.
No, don't do that to me. But I am really happy for him. He had a hell of a time in Phoenix, and they made that run to the finals, and now he's starting to play well here. So I'm really happy for him. And they're still a dangerous team. He's playing well. Scoot Henderson, he can get going, and they got some other guys. Barron's had some big games recently, so. We got to be ready to play tonight.
Coach,
19 to 15 the other day.
Stop that. No
19 to 15, Scoot Henderson.
No,
Shasky's overlooking the Blazers. I'm not going to do it, Coach.
What's your go-to order at Original Joe's? What's your go-to order?
Man, are you a big OJ's guy?
Bro, I go to Westlake Joe's
every week.
I go to Westlake Joe's once a week, man. When you get old, and that's my spot. I eat everything on the menu.
Yeah, I mean it's the spicy vodka pasta, I think, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
there you go.
Good stuff.
One of the referees were profiling the other day. That's his favorite meal.
Yeah, he likes to make the penne.
No, that's Ed Malloy's favorite meal, Chris DeMarco. You see Ed Malloy be like, hey, me and you.
Go. Now we're bringing the refs into it.
Hey, Chris,
thanks for your time.
Thanks for being a fun sport, man. You're one of the good guys. Always enjoy our conversations, man. We'll do it again soon, brother, all right?
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. Chris DeMarco.